money in church, for me, is uncomfortable. I also think, when pastors start talking about money in church, people think it's stewardship time. And while that may be true, and we need to talk about that part too, I think having a healthy relationship with money and our possessions is very important, because it reminds us of who and whose we are and how we live, and it really shows what we believe. So someone once taught me that our budget is a moral document. So whether it be a personal budget or a faith document of a church, it says where our treasure is, where our heart is. If we say that we're for family and youth, is our money going to family and youth? If we say as individuals, well, we believe in helping others, well, does the majority of our money then go to help ourselves? And so it caused me to think about what I do with my money and how I spend my money. And does it say that I have faith in Jesus Christ by how I live and how I use it? And so I invite you to do that. You don't need to turn this back to me or to anybody else. It's for you and your family, for your consideration. And kind of in closing, I want to kind of wrap up this idea of what maybe this lesson is about. And what do I have here? Chalice, yeah. And what is this here?
Baptismal.
Yeah, bowl, but what, baptismal font, yeah, and these are our sacraments in the Lutheran Church. And what the sacraments represent is God's grace to us, right? It's God's grace just coming at us, and we take the cup and have a sip of wine, which reminds us of God's grace flowing through us. The baptismal waters flowing all on us and over us. And I wonder if there's a little bit of the element of God's grace seen in that story that we read and heard today. That God's grace is spilling out all over everyone in the representation of the owner in the dishonest manager's story. God's grace just spills over in how God shows us and claims us and loves us. And so in these two sacraments, we have those images, and there's some images since they didn't get to participate in the discussion too well. We have some things to spill over for over here. And for some little googly-eyed stickers. But I hope this conversation is helpful for you. Is there anything in your talk together that either a fear or something you'd like to talk about relative to money, finances, wealth, in the context of faith that might be helpful for others?
You talked about tithing.
About tithing?
And, if you put money away for yourself to provide for yourself, is that viewed as a bad thing because you're taking care of yourself and what might be coming? Or, there are people who don't plan ahead and just kind of assume the government's going to take care of everything.
Or that someone else will, yeah. And the Bible talks quite a lot about money and taking care of each other and taking care of people. But Jesus, here in talking about the dishonest manager, he was saying that people of of this generation, people who don't necessarily follow Jesus, are better at taking care of themselves and providing for themselves in the way they use their finances, and how it builds relationships. Sometimes they're better at that than people who follow Christ. And he's not saying give everything away to the poor and go join a monastery. I'm sorry, I'm coming over here. Do anybody on this side have a question to raise up or anything from your discussion? Well, my hope and prayer is that our faith is strengthened and can be continued as we talk and learn through this idea of everything being God's, and we have a gracious God who spills his love and grace and forgiveness on all of us, and that we're able in turn then to open out and share that with others. In his grace we stand. Amen.